Hi guys. I'd like to muse with you for a minute on parental favoritism, what it looks like and what it really is, or at least in my experience. Okay. When you have your first child, everything you do is about them. Everything. You are so focused on growing a perfect human being. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. Each moment is like a pearl, and your first child gives you a whole wheelbarrow full of these beautiful pearls. And when you have your next child, you don't have as much time to devote, and you're still as devoted, but you have to make your moments count more. And so I recommend that people have at least two children because it teaches you how much more precious your time is when you're putting it to good use, right? Because when you're putting your time to good use, the people around you, they feel that. And every single precious moment that you have with your second child is a diamond. It's a beautiful, shiny diamond of infinite value. And you collect them carefully. And your first child gives you a diamond tennis bracelet or a diamond necklace, but a long diamond chain, a long chain of diamonds to wrap around your neck. So while you're, relaxing in your bubble bath of pearls from your first child, wearing your, diamond necklace from your second child, when the third child comes along, you have even less time and it becomes even more important. And so that child gives you every moment you have with that child is a larger diamond. Each moment is larger and more poignant because you have less time with them. And so with your third child, you build, a bracelet, a tennis bracelet, a beautiful tennis bracelet of diamonds. So while you're kicked back in your bubble bath full of the beautiful pearls from your first child, wearing the necklace of diamonds from your second child, and the bracelet, the tennis bracelet with your third child, the fourth one, and the last one, you know that they're the last one. They were born prematurely, both myself and and that child also almost died. And my experience as a mother was completely different that time, because each time you're handed your newborn child, something opens up inside of you, and it's not that you only have one reservoir for that. Like, each child increases your capacity for love. So the value of the moments becomes so important that you start using that urgency of making every moment count, and you carry it back with your other kids. And with the fourth one, I didn't get to hold that child when they were born. And I mean, I reached up and I rubbed that tiny little foot, from where I lay splayed out from having an emergency cesarean section. you know my arms still pinned to the table because I'm in such an anxious moment. I keep trying to sit up. They had to restrain me. And I reached up and I touched that tiny blue foot, and I said, "Nice to meet you, Rosebud." And then they were taken to the local children's hospital, the NICU. It was several miles away, and I got to be the only mother on the maternity ward without a baby. And all I wanted was to hold my baby. And I understood in that moment what it's like or at least a little bit of the pain of what it's like to lose a child. I had the fear that I would never get to hold my baby. And I had to sit in that. And I made them pull me out of the hospital early because I had to go be with my baby. I had to. And so here I am with this, I mean, wide open cesarean, right? forcing myself to do what I need to do. And I go home early and I'm taking care of my other kids as much as I can while I'm traveling back and forth to the NICU. And it was not my idea. It was sort of forced on me. But I agreed to have a cesarean section. Not a cesarean section, a tubal ligation. I agreed to have a tubal. But my baby was still in the NICU. And I had two choices. And really, you do have two choices. One is general anesthetic, where they knock you out, do the surgery, you spend the night, you get up and you go home, and there's hardly any pain. It's laser surgery. And the other option is you agree to have an epidural, and you are awake during the cesarean section. I don't recommend this unless you are absolutely determined to get home, because I felt the pain of them digging through my insides. I laid on the table and I cried, and the doctor said to me, "Please, let me admit you, let me put you out." And I said, "No, because I have to go see my baby." Um, so the moments with that child, your last child, the one that almost died, I mean, it's, you have so little time with them, but they're so precious. And um, the moments that you have are so precious because you have so few. And so, that child gives you a large, shiny diamond, and you wear it as a ring. So here I am kicking back in my claw-footed bathtub, my knees and my boobs covered in luxurious warm water, in a froth of beautiful pearls, wearing a necklace made of diamonds and a bracelet made of diamonds and a ring made of diamond, and I am so lucky. I'm the richest woman in the world. Um, that's what it means to be grateful for being who you are. And I was thinking about a poem that I wrote to my oldest daughter, my second child. Um, and I began it on October 31st, 1995, which was, just a few days after giving birth. And I was alone. My husband, who I wasn't married to yet at that time, was in Utah in jail, and I was in California, in Riverside, California, alone in a bed. I delivered my daughter. And, this is about a week later. I'm chilling out, and I start this poem, and I'm going to read it to you. And I don't normally read what I write. I prefer to freestyle, but sometimes you just have to read the poem as it's written. So this is me. Then, October 31st, 1995. I feel your back stiffen. Sorry, I'm gonna pause that because somebody's shouting on the TV. Um, we'll start over. It's called "The Smile" by Angel Brookins. It begins then, October 31st, 1995. I feel your back stiffen. A frown creases your brow. I feel your back stiffen. A frown creases your brow. A pang of sympathy tugs my heart. Something inside of your dreams has made you unhappy. Don't worry, baby. Mama's here. I hum your favorite lullaby. I smell the sweet shampoo scent in your fuzzy hair. My eyes mist over with tears that express an emotion too deep for words. I pull you close to me, and I didn't want to cry. I'm sorry. I pull you close to me and share my breath with you, your head warm on my breast. Our hearts beat together in a rhythm. I look down at your beautiful face. I feel right now in this moment the way I felt then. I look down at your beautiful face. I feel your muscles relax. You trust me. You need me. I never thought that anyone so tiny could be such a huge part of my life. Did any mother ever love their child more than I love you right now. I love you with every molecule of my being. I wonder if you feel me pouring it out over you like liquid sunlight. I kiss your brow, smoothing out the wrinkles on your forehead. You open your eyes and we look at each other deeply. I can't wait to get to know you, to know the person that you will become. A faint smile creases your perfect mouth. Is it a smile? Or is it gas? The experts disagree. Some say one, some say the other, but I prefer to think of it as an expression of pure contentment. And, and I was actually reading this poem by weird coincidence several years later when my baby was really angry that there was going to be a overnight camp for venture crew, but we didn't have the money to pay. And it, so there was a whole struggle that ensued, and I apologize now for never having the money to send you to camps. All children deserve that opportunity, no matter how much money they make. So this is the next stanza. This is now, early July 2007. The windows shake with the gale of your angst. You flood the floor of the house with the downpour of your tears. It's not fair. Life is not fair. Everyone else gets to do it. No matter what it is, you should be able to do it too. You rail in futility against the guidance that you feel is restricting your freedoms. Did any mother ever love their child more than I love you right now? I pull you into my arms. Gosh, I loved you so much in that moment, honey. I pull you into my arms and I hum your favorite lullaby. I stroke your hair. I share my breath with you. I tell you that you can do whatever you want when you get your own home. But I hope you keep the small voice of my reasoning and comfort and kindness in the back of your head always. I let you know that just like when you were an infant, I want nothing more now than to keep you safe and happy. Don't worry, baby, Mama's here. I pour my love out over you. I feel it reflected back at me by the love I see in your eyes. You trust me. You love me, and now that I know you, now that I see who you are and who you are becoming, I love you even more. My love for you grows any bigger. I may explode. I can't tell you that, though, not yet. You'll brush it off as embarrassing. But someday, when you hold your own baby to your heart and share your breath with them, I will give this to you. We look at each other long and hard, each with a tiny smile in the corner of our mouths. Is it gas? And so, I was thinking about something I recently learned from that same child, and so that's where this one comes from an experience I had this week. Today, November 4th, 2020, you show me how incredibly self-sufficient you are. I apologize for the pain that taught you to rely on yourself, while at the same time telling you how very proud I am of you. I see you, sweetheart. I see you. I see the frightened young mother in you. New Motherhood in the Time of COVID will be the title of a future epic novel about other incredibly strong women like you who plunged into motherhood full force rather than playing it safe. Thank you for my grandson. The gift of being promoted to Grammy helped me unbind my tongue. Don't worry, baby. Mama's still here. What I've learned from you, that no matter how hard things are, if you put enough stubbornness and determination into it, and remember to set your own boundaries, you can thrive in any situation. For every little girl who hid under their beds, or cowered in closets, or trembled in the kitchen cabinets, I confront the cruel and the unkind in honor of my compassionate, brave, beautifully kind Peachy Pie. Thank you for being brave enough to set your boundary. I respect that very much. And I learned from you that it's really okay to say I have a right to my space. Did any mother ever love their child more than I love you right now? When I think of you, I can't stop smiling. Is it gas? I love you. I love you so much. I love all of you. And I'm going to do a video for each of you because to tell you what you've told me. But thank you, and Mama loves you. Mama's here. Ta-ta for now.